Ha ha ha, very funny. Am I worthy? All right, beef jerky break. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Brian's Jerky Journey. This is going to be a special two-parter, episode 38 and 39 review of the Riley's beef jerky that I got in this really cool box. It is 7 brands, so I'm going to be doing 4 brands in episode 38 and 3 brands in episode 39. But yeah, so welcome to that. I am your host, the ratty hair, hat wearing, tearing into the jerky. No turkey though. Wearing the shirt that says tap out because of this self-isolation, ready to scream and shout host in the place to be. The notorious Brian G. So as I mentioned, I got this package in the mail from Riley's Jerky, beef jerky. It is 7 brands, really cool packaging. I will honestly say, thus far, the best marketing package I've gotten from a brand marketing standpoint, how it's laid out and presented. On the back, it has the 7 flavors. It is Hawaiian, sweet and spicy, peppered, teriyaki, original, jalapeno, and Cajun. And it has all the nutritional content written on the back of the box. So I think what I'm going to do is for the first, I'm going to go left to right. I'm going to go to the first 4. So I'm going to review the Hawaiian, sweet and spicy, peppered, and teriyaki today. And then for episode 39, I'm going to do the original jalapeno and Cajun. So it is 18.9 ounces total in this box of 7 flavors at 2.7 ounces each. So yeah, let's open the box. It's almost kind of like an unboxing of sorts. I'd gone in already. Got a nice little sticker right here. I don't know if that's a brand specific sticker, but basically go in and just peel the sticker off. And then the box opens up. It has a little logo, a little invoice from them. And then a message from the owner/manager, Kaylee Bentz. So I'll just read this before I showcase some of the product here. So first and foremost, I just saw here a nice little sticker of Riley's Jerky. And then 2 different let's see here. It's basically 2 copies of some of their marketing material. So business card for Kaylee Bentz, the address, they're based out of Greenville, California, with their email address and website. And then in the letter, it states, Riley's Jerky has been a family-owned and operated business since it was founded by Riley in 1980. Every piece is hand-cut from the latest beef available and given an overnight soak in our marinades. We do not use any preservatives in our jerky and pride ourselves on producing the best craft jerky on the market. And then we talked about the 7 flavors. We're going to do 4 today, as I mentioned. Their production plant, like I said, it's based out of Greenville, California. They're available in both strips and bits and pieces. They now offer snack sticks as well. And they give you information in terms of a phone number to call to place an order or the website to visit. So, like I said, we're going to go left to right. So, the first one we're going to look at here. Again, beautiful packaging in terms of how it's presented. My wife makes fun of me. She calls me a sucker for marketing when it comes to layout and presentation, but that's huge when it comes to marketing, how you market and you showcase your product. It shows, in my opinion, right now, initial first impression is they put a lot of thought and a lot of effort into maintaining their quality. And as it relates to how it's packaged, picked, packaged, and shipped. That is a common phrase used in my industry field when it comes to fulfilling an order. It's as important as it is to get the order and have it. We take a lot of pride as it relates to getting the product, the product ordered, then packing and shipping the product in a way that makes the customer feel like it's a valuable experience when they got it. That's honestly how I felt right now when I got the Riley's Jerky. So, we're going to start with the Hawaiian, which I myself am a big fan of on the pizza. People are either hit or miss when it comes to pineapple on a pizza. I love it. I will grill pineapple when it's when the weather's nice out. I will take like a slice and just put it on the grill. A couple minutes, flip it over, get the char marks on it. Something about it that just brings out the sweetness, just makes the pineapple even sweeter. So, all right, so let's find the Hawaiian here real quick. Okay, what I'll do right now while I'm on here is I'll just grab the first 4. So I'm just going to pause it right now and then get the other 4 when I'm ready. Okay, I'm back. So, real quick, when you open it up, it's got the nice little cellophane packaging in here, and all the products are nice and neatly packed in here. So, I went ahead and I grabbed the 4 that we're going to review today. So, we're going to start first with the Hawaiian. So, let's just take that one out right here. So, here we have the Hawaiian. And each package, for what it's amazing because it's all listed on the box. You would think it'd just be there and the packaging would be simple. It's not. It actually has that information as well on each individual package. As long as kind of a specific message as well. The messaging on the back is a little different than what's on there, and I'll read it in a second. But this is a 3-ounce package. Stated here, standard size is 1 ounce. Riley's Jerky, here's the messaging it says here. So, Riley's Jerky has been family owned and operated business since 1980. We cut our jerky by hand from the leanest beef available. It takes a little more time and is a little tougher to make this way, but it gives our jerky a taste and texture that is superior to nearly all other jerky. We are proud of that fact and hope that the extra effort is apparent to consumers like you. Riley's Jerky is a little bit tougher to make, maybe a little bit tougher to eat, but it's worth the effort. So, should be interesting. So best by date, little stick right there, is July 10th of 2020. Standard 1 ounce serving size. 3 servings in this container is 100 calories of 20 calories from fat. 1.5 grams of total fat with 1 gram saturated fat, no polyunsaturated fat, and 0.5 gram of monounsaturated fat. 35 milligrams of cholesterol with 230 grams of sodium, 3.5 grams of carbs, no dietary fiber, 2 grams of sugar, and 15 grams of protein. So, just look at here real quick. Anything else different about it? Xanthan gum is added to this. I don't know how that's going to relate to the total taste of it. Anything in relation to the taste that looks interesting? Not really. Pretty much xanthan gum. Maybe they had to state that. But yeah, it's got a nice little Ziploc package right here. Initial perforation tag at the top here for the initial opening. So let's open this up and check out the tenderness, texture, and initial scent of the Hawaiian brand beef jerky from Riley's natural style beef jerky. So here we go, opening it up, initial scent. Got a nice smell to it. Got a nice thick piece, probably what they're talking about, July. So it's still within the good time to eat period. Nice thick pieces. It does look a little dry. Don't think there's a moisture pack in here. I do not see a moisture pack, but that might not be needed if it's made a certain way, different than how other traditional jerkies are made. So, yeah, a nice thick piece. You can move it along. You can't really move it along. It's got a nice thick texture to it, so it's not going to be flimsy. It looks dry, but it might lend to the flavoring, how it's made. So, yeah, so I'm going to give it a 4 for tenderness and texture, initial scent. As I go and do the scent and smell aspect of it, again, had a nice initial scent from opening the bag. It's an aroma that kind of piques your interest. So you don't necessarily, you think of what Hawaiian could be, you're almost thinking it's going to kind of have like a pineapple type of taste to it. And there is kind of a little hint of sweetness on there that could probably make that assumption true. So I'm going to give that a 4 as well for scent and smell, and let's see how it chews and tastes. Oh, they weren't lying. A little harder to chew. I like it though. I mean, you're really savoring that flavor. It's almost kind of like a defense mechanism in your body. Doesn't necessarily want to swallow it just yet because it doesn't, kind of fear if you just inhale it as is, you could easily choke on it. So, definitely I would keep this out of the hands of kids. If that's the case, so young kids for that matter. It definitely could be a choking hazard of sorts, but yeah, very chewy. But I really like that taste. But I'm going to give it a 4 for chewiness and taste. Let's go to the next one. Next one will be sweet and spicy. Wow, very chewy. Thinking back to the days when I went to Hawaii, it was 12 years ago in August. There I went. Apologies, it's just taking a little while longer to chew. They weren't kidding. Very chewy. That's a good road trip jerky, in my opinion. You keep yourself busy while you're on the road, focusing on the road. Yeah, it's 12 years ago that I went to Hawaii with my wife. I had a couple months past turning 30. We did not have kids yet. Our plan was at the end of the year to start trying, or not preventing, as they like to call it. So we were married, 2008. So this year will be 18 years that we've been married in June. And the Hawaii trip was kind of the honeymoon that we never really took because we were so young. When we got married, we kept it kind of expensive for a honeymoon back then. Granted, for what it's worth, we went to the Freeport of the Bahamas. It was very nice. But Hawaii is really what we wanted to do. And we waited about 6 years to do it. And we did it. It was awesome. Loved it. I loved Hawaii. The flight was so long. I mean, people can complain about it all they want. I remember I took a flight from Manchester, New Hampshire to Trenton, New Jersey, or the airport in New Jersey, and then a 13-hour nonstop flight from New Jersey to Maui. And it was long, but it was so well worth it when I got there. It's a beautiful area, once in a lifetime opportunity. If you haven't gone, go. Highly recommended. Brought back memories there. So anyway, I digress. That's the one thing I've noticed. I've been saying a lot lately. So I'm trying to clean up how I'm saying things or how often I'm saying things. So, but moving along, sweet and spicy beef jerky. It's a period near it. All other jerky. Is that the same thing? It's period. Okay, same thing. So this is 2.7 ounces. So it speaks to the messaging, the consistency of the package saying it's 2.7 ounces. So 90 calories for a 1 ounce serving. There's actually no calories and fat given from here. It says 90 calories. Well, a gram of total fat, no saturated or trans fats, 35 milligrams of cholesterol with 560 milligrams of sodium, 6 grams of carbs, no dietary fiber, 5 grams of sugar with no added sugars, and 15 grams of protein. So this is best eaten by July 8th of 20. And so let's dig into the sweet and spicy beef jerky from Riley's. Kind of did a texture initial scent. Really don't know what to make of the initial scent. Again, when I've had things that are considered sweet and spicy, it kind of almost balances out from the scent aspect of it. You don't know if it's going to be sweet or spicy because the mix of both I can kind of washes it out. So, but again, just like the Hawaiian, it's very thick pieces, and it's got kind of a dry component to it. But the spiciness aspect of the seeds, they're infused in this thing. And it looks like unless you literally rip through this and shake it up like crazy, they're not going to fall off, which I like. A very dry piece component in there, but I think that lends, again, to how they make it. So, given the flavoring, how it's infused, the texture and the tenderness of it, I will give it a 4. Scent and smell. Again, can't really smell whether or not it's sweet or it's spicy. It just smells meaty. Best way to put it. So I will give it a 4 as well for scent and smell. And then let's see how it chews and tastes. Well, again, like Hawaiian, very chewy. I'm getting more of the heat than than the sweet. It's almost kind of like I'm getting heat, and then a little bit of like, oh, there's a little sweet, but more heat. So it seems like it's more spicy than sweet. And this one's really rough. That one I had to put some effort into tearing. But very, very dry. Which again, I think it lends to the experience. A nice, good, another good road trip jerky option. I'm going to give that a 4 for a Chewiness sensation. Alright. Next one is the peppered. 2.7 ounces. Best eaten by July 23, 20. Again, sorry. I really like how long it's taking me to eat. Oh, by the way, guys, have had this yet? Highly recommended. Definitely, this is the regular Coke Energy. There is a Coke Zero Cherry Energy. That's really good as well. I like to mix that up. Every once in a great while, I still try to find the Red Bull, what was Total Zero, now it's just Zero. They're advertising it on TV a lot more, but I'm still not seeing it in grocery stores. I'm actually seeing them more still in the supermarket convenience stores, or the smaller convenience stores for that. So, good way to kind of balance the heat there. So, peppered beef jerky from Riley's. 90 calories, 10 calories in fat. Gram and a half of total fat, half a gram of saturated fat. No polyunsaturated fat. Half a gram of mono unsaturated fat. 20 milligrams of cholesterol with 830 milligrams of sodium. 0.3 grams of carbs. No dietary fiber, no sugars, and 19 grams of protein. Again, July 23rd, 20 is the best eaten by date. Let's dig into the peppered beef jerky from Riley's. Tenderness, texture, initial scent. Again, with peppered, I feel like you don't really smell it. You're never going to smell the peppered flavor. You can look at it and know that you're going to get pepper, because in this case, nice, again, big, thick pieces. There is pepper infused in here, and I'm looking to see if there's any pepper droppage. I'm not seeing a lot of pepper dropping from it, but I'm seeing it on the fingers right now. So, but very thick pieces. Oh yeah, that was a little effort. I think I hurt myself doing that. I actually did some work down here and cleaned up a little bit. So I call it the Gasparville gym. I'm trying to get the home gym aspect set up. I have the cardio equipment all set. I have a trio trainer, which does a bike, recumbent bike, and elliptical. I have a yoga mat. It's like my mother saying mat. I have a yoga mat. I have battle ropes. And then I have a couple free weights that my wife has. They go up to like, I think, 35 or 40 pounds. And I have a piano bench. So I am really going to go old school in my workouts in the short term while this pandemic is, while we're going through this pandemic. So, but yeah, again, 4 for tenderness and texture. Scent and smell. Again, peppered, can't really smell anything. Just know it's going to be probably something peppery. But it's got a nice meaty smell. So I'm going to give it 3 actually for scent and smell. And then let's see how Chewiness tastes. So maybe because I kind of cut it into pieces like this, easier to chew. I think if you eat it like this, it'll take you longer. Just kind of break it up. Again, this has 3 servings in it, so you can fairly easily, if you want to portion it out by ounces, you can get one of those digital scales, throw a bowl in there, zero it out, and then throw enough in there to get an ounce. And then one little hack I learned was, once you get that ounce of the big piece of the standard size pieces, start ripping them up and put them back in there and see if you still get an ounce. You might be able to sneak another piece in there and get an ounce of its smaller amounts. So, yeah. I think doing it like this, again, I don't know if you can see, look at all that pepper right there on the fingers. It's crazy. But it's good. I'm going to give it a 4. Alright, the last one. Could end it on a good note. The teriyaki, my favorite. Alright. 2.7 ounce package. Similar messaging. Best eaten by July 24 of 20. 90 calories or 10 calories from fat. Gram of total fat, no saturated or polyunsaturated fats, but half a gram of monounsaturated fat. 20 milligrams of cholesterol with 830 milligrams of sodium, 1 gram of carbs, no dietary fiber, a gram of sugar, 17 grams of protein. Very surprised on a teriyaki that it has very little sugar, but we shall see how that lends the overall experience of Riley's natural style beef jerky's teriyaki flavor. Without further ado, let's dig in the tenderness, texture, and initial scent. And that probably took about 2 minutes for me to finish chewing the last of the pepper. Here we go. Again, nice, consistently across the board, thick pieces. These are huge pieces. I don't know if you can hear that. That's a sound of it just tearing. Hear that. But again, it's easily to tear. It's not flimsy and breaking apart. Now I have like, that's 2 pieces. That's a handful right there. This could very well just be almost an ounce right there. Because I'm looking at the rest of the packaging here. You can see it. There's really only like 5 or 6 big pieces in there. So you can break that up. It's probably easily 3 servings total. Or 2 servings left in the bag. So usually with teriyaki I've had in the past, the tenderness and texture has been a little bit more flimsy. But again, I think their product message has been fairly consistent as it relates to how they're cooking it and then how they like to have bigger pieces. So, and I apologize for the burping. So I'm going to give it a 4 for tenderness and texture, initial scent. Scent and smell. Again, something about how they're infusing or they're cooking it is, I think it's more the flavors infused inside the jerky and not anything you can smell. All I know is from looking at it and smelling it, you're wondering what the smell is going to be, piques your interest. I like that. I'm going to give it a 4 for scent and smell as well. And then as we finish up episode 38 here, let's see how it chews and tastes. Again, very chewy, but I can get a little hint of the teriyaki. These are a lot drier than I'm used to tasting, especially on the teriyaki side. But it's a very intriguing taste. A unique experience compared to others. Definitely from the sizing aspect, how it's cooked. Definitely how it's packaged. I like that. I'm not going to put the rest away because it takes up a lot of time and we're running nearly over. Yeah, that's really good. I'm going to give it a 5 for chewiness and taste. So, that'll do it for the first 4 of Riley's beef jerky, episode 38. I'll probably be reviewing the final 3, episode 39, in the next couple of days, because I'm stuck here. Hope you guys are coping, managing with what's going on. I think last I heard, they're talking about 2 out of every 5 people being asked to stay home, and are. It's crazy to think that many people are stuck at home. And I'm fortunate enough to know that my business is still going to be operational during this, and it's going to be busy for me still, despite this. So, but yeah, if you guys are working from home, continue to stay safe and doing what you can to do the best that you can for your work, for your job, for your family. And yeah, I know on a personal level, today is actually my father-in-law's birthday. He's turning 60, and tomorrow is my oldest son's 10th birthday. So. Kind of a monumental day for me personally. Obviously, as it was 10 years ago tomorrow that I became a father. So, and I don't know if anyone has kids watching this out there, but I don't know if you guys remember ever what you did the day before you became a parent, but I vividly do. And it's something that I'll especially think of today, it being 10 years ago today. That was my last full day not being a parent. But, it has trials and tribulations. It's frustrating most of the time, but it's rewarding when it's all said and done. So I can't speak highly enough about being a parent, having kids, especially having them call you daddy. Sad aspect when they call you dad, but they're getting older. So, but yeah, they're fans of what I'm doing here, and I hope that you guys are as well. So if you are a fan and you haven't liked my page, if you hit that like button, subscribe to my page. leave a comment down below as to what you think about this. And just be on the lookout for episode 39 previewing this. And I'm actually in the process of filming episode 40, finishing up a review of the Wicked Cuts brands that I did with 3 friends of mine. Spoiler alert, we did the first half of it using software that recorded us with the video but not with the audio. So that's just going to be a quick recap as it relates to screen caps as to what we actually reviewed that time. But the hopeful expectation would be for the remaining ones we will use more appropriate software and be able to hear everyone talk about their brands and what they're experiencing, what they like and what they don't like. So be on the lookout for that. And then again, like I said, like, comment down below, and then look down below my description line to see my other social media channels where you can like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, and see me on the IG. So that'll do it for part 1, episode 38, Riley's Beef Jerky review from Brian's Jerky Journey. I hope you've enjoyed this journey with me, and you can join me on the next one. Thanks.
Thank you for watching Brian's Jerky Journey. If you don't like jerky, you suck.